This is SportsCenter.
And welcome to SportsCenter on YouTube. He's David Lloyd. I'm Ryan Smith. And we are just 36 days until college football kicks off the 2024 season.
Yes, conference realignment, a topic of discussion in Indianapolis as the new and improved Big Ten meets the media. You can win all your Big Ten games, trample the opposition, do everything right for the bulk of the schedule. But if you don't beat that team up north, it's not a good year in Columbus. Ryan Day, 40-0 against the rest of the conference the last 4 years, 1-3 against hated Michigan. To make matters worse, the Wolverines won the national title last season, a goal that has eluded Day in his time at Ohio State. And this year, the expectations and the pressure are as heavy as ever for the Buckeyes.
Our guys, they know what the expectation is. You've heard some of them say, what their goals are. We're not going to shy away from that. We want to win the rivalry game, be right in this stadium right here, win this Big Ten championship, win a national championship. We know that. But at the same time, that can't be our focus because that's a distraction from where we are right now. You expect to win every game. That's just what it is. And if you don't think that's the case, try losing a game at Ohio State. You're expected to win them all.
4 teams from the Pac-12 joining the Big Ten this year. The Ducks looking to make a splash. Oregon has the second shortest odds to win the Big Ten according to ESPN Bet. Dylan Gabriel transferred in from Oklahoma, and the Ducks do host Ohio State at Autzen in October. Lincoln Riley and USC 25-1 to win the conference. The Trojans may be turning to Miller Moss under center this season as they look for their first conference title since 2017. The Washington Huskies listed at 75-1 to win the Big Ten. Washington lost a lot of talent from its playoff team a season ago and had to overhaul its coaching staff after Kalen DeBoer left for Bama. And then there's the Bruins, UCLA 200-1 to win the conference. Deshaun Foster returns to his alma mater for his first season as a head coach. Also on staff for the Bruins is longtime NFL offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy. Our college football reporter Heather Dinich in Indianapolis again for Big Ten Media Days. So Heather, USC making its Big Ten debut after realignment. What are the expectations for Lincoln Riley's Trojans this season?
Well, ESPN Analytics gives USC only a 3% chance to win the Big Ten. That's 5th in the conference behind Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan. A lot of that has to do with the fact that there is no Caleb Williams at quarterback, so they turn to Miller Moss as the most likely option. Moss has only 1 career start, but it was a heck of a good one. 6 touchdowns, 1 interception in the Holiday Bowl against Louisville. But the biggest questions under Lincoln Riley have always been defense. So he hired new defensive coordinator D'Anton Lynn. We'll see how much of a difference that makes. They have a schedule tailor-made to impress the College Football Playoff Selection Committee starting in the season opener against LSU. But they also have to go to Michigan, and they maintain their rivalry against Notre Dame. That's important. In all this conference realignment movement, that game still matters to both of these schools and for each of their college football playoff implications.
Exciting new year for the Trojans. Ohio State and Oregon are really the teams out of the Big Ten that are expected to get into the expanded 12-team playoff format. If you're looking for a third Big Ten team to join them, you maybe look no further than State College. What chance do you give Penn State of reaching the playoff for the very first time?
Penn State has a great chance. Do you know why? Because James Franklin has had a top 12 finish in 6 of the past 8 seasons. He's won the Big Ten, never been to the college football playoff. They have a veteran team in place to possibly make that run this year, but they've got to get more out of their quarterback, Drew Allen. They've got to get more out of their running game, which took a little bit of a step back last year, and they've got to maintain that stingy defense. The great news for Penn State, there's no more Big Ten East division, so they don't have to beat Ohio State and Michigan and win the Big Ten to get in this thing. But they do play Ohio State. They miss Michigan. They play Ohio State on November 2nd, and that's definitely one that's going to be in their path towards the playoff.
Yeah, no divisions anymore in the 18-team Big Ten. And Heather there, Big Ten Media Days in Indianapolis, giving us the very latest on that conference.
And last time we saw Paul Skenes, he started the All-Star game. Before that, he threw 7 no-hit innings in Milwaukee. Tuesday, he got first in more ways than one. There he is coming out. And top of the third, 1 out, Nolan Gorman up. And Gorman hits it up the middle to second. Nick Gonzalez trying to make it happen there, but Gorman is safe. That first and that right there snaps Skenes' streak of 9 straight hitless innings. Second longest by a rookie starter this season. But he would get out of the inning, and the game would stay scoreless. Top of the fifth, no score, still just one hit allowed. He's facing his fellow El Toro High School grad, Nolan Arenado. And Arenado hits that one out of here. Home run. That snaps Skenes' scoreless inning streak at 14. It's 1-0 Cards. Still in the fifth, though. Skenes bouncing back in a big way, getting Lars Nootbaar there. And then Paul Goldschmidt up. And Goldschmidt goes down swinging. And then let's get Gorman in here. Gorman, see ya, looking. Skenes striking out the next three batters after giving up that homer. Pirates down 1-0. Ninth inning, game tied at 1. And look who's coming out of the dugout. Pitching in the ninth inning for the first time in his career. First batter of the inning, Michael Ciani. That goes right down the third base line. Now, Brian Reynolds, he's all over it. Gets it, fires to second, and Ciani is out. Or is he? The play's challenged by St. Louis, and watch this. He is safe. It's overturned. So he ends up getting a third on a ground out, Ciani does. And Skenes facing Alec Burleson, and that's a base hit. Ciani's going to come in to score. Cards eventually win 2-1. Skenes' first loss of his career, but leads to a standing O. And Paul Skenes soaking it all in.
It was awesome, especially on a Tuesday night. Kind of just shows where we're at as a team, where the city's at. Just really, really cool. Obviously wish I could have finished it, but yeah, that was a cool moment. The complicated thing there is you know, when I come out with no hitters or whatever in the 6th or 7th inning, the reason that I'm coming out in the 6th or 7th inning at 100 pitches is because I had some longer innings. Those were, you know, relatively quick, low stress, low pressure innings. So kind of allowed me to keep going, but I felt good.
Just a great outing. 8 1/3 innings, 8 Ks. Paul Skenes recorded his 9th straight start with at least 7 strikeouts. That's tied for the longest streak by a rookie since the mound was set at its current distance in 1893. Skenes' next chance to extend the streak is expected to be on Monday in Houston.
The Phillies sent their ace, Zach Wheeler, to the hill in Minnesota. Wheeler's first outing since July 9, missed his last start with a sore back. He said the layoff may have done him good. Guessing the Twins would agree. You check the home road splits. Wheeler's ERA 3 runs higher in away games, but he had it going on last night. Carlos Santana dots the corner on him. Then check out the action on this sinker to Edouard Julien. Max Kepler gets the four-seamer, and Matt Wallner, here comes the splitter. Wheeler 7 Ks and 7 shutout innings, but alas, a no decision. Twins rookie Simeon Woods Richardson went 6 scoreless himself. We're scoreless into the 9th. Phillies load him up, 1 out. Brandon Marsh. And that'll work. Sack fly to left. Bryce Harper will trot on in. The Phillies finally cracked the seal on this game in the 9th inning. Next batter's Nick Castellanos, swinging a hot bat, facing Twins closer Yohan Duran, and shoots a 101-mile-an-hour fastball into right field. Ollie, income free. Castellanos 9 RBI in his last 7 games. The Phillies get a badly needed win, just their second in the last 6. 3-0 the final. Yes, namaste, Brandon Marsh, as they get the win. So, a check of the NL Cy Young race. It's getting a little tighter. Wheeler saw his odds at ESPN Bet remain steady. Skenes' odds shortened from 4-1 to plus 275 after last night's gem. Chris Sale, the favorite still. He'll be back on the mound today against the Reds. A couple weeks ago, I was talking with our betting guy, Tyler Folger, about Skenes and the Cy Young. So if you had bet on him way back in like April or May, It was monstrous odds. And now he's right in the hunt.
He's right in there. I wonder if there's going to be a groundswell of, do we give it to him if he's still acing it like this at the end of the year?
He may be the best pitcher in baseball right now. Who knows? That'll do it. SportsCenter on YouTube.